Yo, what's happening, guys? It's been a while. It's been a really long time actually, but we're back out here in the garage. We got the heater on behind me and it is freezing outside. You can probably see my breath. Yeah, it's that cold. Now the reason I'm in the garage is because tomorrow is actually going to be about 55 degrees. It's going to be rainy and humid, and we're going to be working on this guy right here. Now I got the heater going, and the only reason I got that going is because we're going to be testing it out tomorrow, and I ended up getting some of this kerosene clean, I guess it's called. It's a pine scent. It cleans everything inside the actual system itself. So back to the LS. We're going to be putting on both heads tomorrow. The block is fully done. I discussed that in either the last video or the video before. We're going to put the heads on, the valley cover, and I don't know about anything in front, but I have a lot of parts. I have the ARP head studs, brand new Chevrolet Performance upgraded lifters that rev out higher. My heads have been at the machine shop since, I think, June. They were machined for a few months, but I just didn't have the money for the valve spring kit, and I actually just had that done. Maddie is actually going to be helping me with this, so we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Were you actually?
What is going on, guys? It is the next day out here in the garage right now, and Maddie is laughing. Why are you laughing?
What?
Alright, so it is the next day. I got my heads right here, other one right here. As you can see, got the new valve spring kit. Now it is a very humid day out right now. It's about 56 degrees with 97% humidity. I just checked the weather, and the actual, like where the heads go, where the gasket goes, it's actually kind of wet. So I'm going to wipe these down either with a microfiber cloth or just a regular shop paper towel, and then we'll put the ARP head studs in. Alright, so I'm going to start cleaning the surface here, and then I'm actually going to put my lifter trays with my lifters in the places on both sides. Alright, so I got all of this clean. Now I have my lifters here, my brand new ones. I don't know if I should actually soak them in oil overnight and get like all the bubbles out. I've read a bunch of forums and people are saying either do that or just give them like a light soak. So I'm just going to give them a light soak in the oil and then roll the actual roller in the oil so it gets oil throughout the entire lifter. Alrighty, so next step, I got the lifters in with the lifter trays. I got both bolts torqued down, and now it is time to put the ARP head studs in. I'm going to have Maddie read me the directions while I go in the process, and we'll be recording from there. Alright, so actually before we do anything, we're going to put the head gasket on and then the actual head, because I forgot about these dowel pins, and if we put the studs on first, I won't be able to basically rotate the head in. I don't know, it just says that on the directions, so we're just going to follow those. And then once we put the heads on, well, this head, we'll put the studs in after. Alrighty, so here's a better look at my valve spring setup. Okay, so it's been a bit, but we got all the studs on. These little ones right here, the 8mm, and then there is, I believe, five 11mm in there, and then 5 11mm right here. And now we just have to put the nuts on and torque them all down. Alrighty guys, so now Maddie and I have gotten all the bolts on, or the nuts, sorry, with the lubricant that ARP provides. So now we're going to go through the torque sequence. We're going to do a time lapse on it, and you get the diagram. Here's what the diagram looks like. If you want to take a screenshot, I mean, obviously if you're going to get ARP nuts, studs, whatever, it's going to come with that paper. So we're going to do a little time lapse for you right now. Alrighty, so we got one head on, and It looks so cool. I'm very happy about how it came out. The machine shop did a fantastic job, and I just love how the ARP studs and nuts look. It just makes it look more professional, I guess, than the factory bolts. So now the next step is to do the same exact thing on this side. I don't think I'm going to film that portion, only because I literally just filmed the first portion. So I'm going to get that done, and I will get back to you guys right after. Alright guys, I'm back. It's been about an hour later, and I finished the heads. So now I think the next step I'm going to do, I've been watching a video, and the next step is to do that beam that goes across for the rockers, and then the push rods and the rockers. But I think right now I'm going to do the valley cover, just because I bought new seals for it and a gasket. So I'm going to do that right now. Alright guys, so I've closed up the engine only because I don't even have the valve cover gaskets yet, so I'm not even going to bother putting those on. That's probably about going to be it for tonight. This video will continue soon. I just have to get my push rods and then we'll be all set. So I will see you guys soon. Alrighty, what's going on guys? It's been, I don't know, maybe a week. It's pretty nice outside, you know. It's a little chilly, but I got the heater going. I actually did end up getting all of my parts that I need in order to close up the entire engine. And I have these for the rockers. So I just got to put the push rods in, and then that bracket for right here. And then I can put the rockers on, and then I can close up each side. So it's going to be a successful night tonight. Okay, so I just put both knock sensors in. I didn't film it because it's pretty self-explanatory. Just twist it in there. I got a little booklet right over there that shows all of my torque specifications, and those are to 11 foot-pounds. After the knock sensors, I threw a quick coat of paint on both valve covers, and now they're drying. I ended up just putting my new seals on my valve cover bolts, I guess I would call them. Now the next step I'm going to do is take this plastic off. I'm going to put my push rods in, and I'm going to press them up against the actual lifters. I took the plastic off, I put all the push rods in their slots, I put engine assembly lube on the end where the lifter is on the bottom there. I don't know if I recall doing the trunnion kit, but I did get the Comp Cam's trunnion kit for the stock rockers. They're all installed and lubricated. So now that I've got this piece where it's supposed to go, I am going to take one of the rockers and put it in here, and I will go through the tightening sequence right here. Now remind you guys, again, this is my first time building an engine. I'm going step by step from what I'm reading off of online. I'm reading books, forums, all that type of stuff. So like I said, if I do anything wrong, let me know down in the comments below, and I'm going to go back and fix it. So I got one rocker on. Now on the bottom here where the push rod sits on the rocker, I put assembly lube because that is one of the rotating parts. I'm also going to put assembly lube on the top of the valve here. And when you do the trunnion kit, make sure that the flat surface of the trunnion is there for the bolts that they provide you. So make sure when you put these bolts in that this side of the trunnion is that way so that you can put the bolt in. So anyways, we got all these in, and they're all torqued down. So basically what you have to do is when you're torquing the exhaust rockers, you want to make sure that your exhaust valve is on its base circle when the intake valve starts closing. And you have to repeat that process throughout all of these on both sides. So it's kind of tedious, but you just want to make sure you get the correct lash throughout the entire engine. So I ended up putting the valve cover on. I got the new seals onto the valve cover bolts, gasket on, all that. So I think the next step I'm going to do is repeat the same exact process on this side. I haven't even touched this side. So that basically just has the valve springs in it. It doesn't have any of the rockers. What's going on guys? It's the next day for the second time, twice this video now. I ended up putting the filter kit in my heater, and oh my god, it has made a huge difference. It starts up like nothing now. Usually it would turn on and off because the filter was just so clogged in there. And now, like, I've had the heater on for maybe like an hour, hour and a half. You know how kerosene makes your eyes burn? My eyes aren't burning. It's producing like a semi-decent smell. You know how kerosene has that distinct smell? It doesn't have that. So I've been working on my engine a little bit now. I got these two rockers on, not torqued down yet, but we're getting there. Okay, so I'm pretty pissed off right now because one of the bolts for the rockers just snapped inside the actual thread. Here, I'll try to focus it so you can see. It's in there. It's this bolt that snapped. I'm not going to use this yet, but I have this. It's an extractor set. So I'm going to put that to the side. And I'm going to show you guys what the bolt looks like. So the bolt snapped right in half inside the head. I had to pick the rocker up off the floor. It was dirty. Nothing got damaged though. Seems to be fine. So yeah, that's where we stand right now. I'm not going to put this side of the valve cover on just yet. Only because of the situation that just happened. So I think I'm going to conclude this video. Stay tuned for part 3. We're going to finish that. I'll put the valve cover on, and then we'll do all the accessories for part 3. So thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think. And one more thing, this is my first time building an engine. So if I do anything wrong, please let me know in the comments down below so I can go back and fix it. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good one. Peace.